Good morning, students. Today we are going to study a topic which is called as plant breeding for developing insect resistance plant. That means we need to develop insect resistant plants. See, we have already seen the conventional plant breeding methods, in which there were certain steps in order to make a plant better plant as such. There were certain points given. For example, it started with collection of variability. Or germplasm collection. All these are included here also. In any kind of plant breeding, the methods are more so ever similar. In case where you want to develop insect resistant plants, there are certain things which I would like to tell you. But before that, let us talk about another kind of plant breeding which we left in our previous topic, and that is called as mutational plant breeding. Mutational plant breeding. See, conventional plant breeding is actually limited by, it has got a limitation because in wild varieties of plants, only limited number of disease resistant genes are present. And that is the reason why sometimes we perform mutational breeding. In case of mutational plant breeding, we know that every cell in the plants or in the animals are made up of segments of DNA, segments of genes. With the help of physical method or chemical method, if we can change these genes, naturally their characters will also change. Now, it is something like hit and trial method. You first try to change the genes of the plant with the help of physical methods such as irradiation of gamma rays, or you apply certain chemicals in order to change the bases present in the DNA, and then screen these plants. Actually, what we do is we try to change the base composition of the DNA, and then we try to find whether these plants have become disease resistant or not. It can be possible that if you are changing the DNA as such, the plant may become resistant towards certain diseases. Firstly, the plant is mutated with the help of physical or chemical method, and then screening is done whether the plant has become disease resistant or not. For example, with the help of mutational plant breeding in mung bean, it has become resistant to yellow mosaic virus and powdery mildew. Now this plant mung bean has become resistant to yellow mosaic virus as well as powdery mildew with the help of this mutational method of plant breeding, mug bean. Now this is an example when the plant has become resistant, so we can try this kind of plant breeding also, that is called as mutational plant breeding. Now it should be done when we know that in the wild varieties only limited number of disease resistant genes are present. Okay, now let us talk about certain other things. See, in case of wild variety, in the wild plants, sometimes the wild plant may contain disease resistant genes, but the wild plant may have a very low yield. So yield is also very important. So therefore, what we are trying to do is, the normal domestic variety is crossed with the wild type in order to get a variety which is disease resistant also and which has high yield also. For example, it has been done in case of bhindi, and we have been able to get a variety which is called as Parbhari Kranti. Parbhani Kranti. So this is the variety which we have got by hybridization with the wild variety, hybridizing domestic variety or the cultivated variety which usually we cultivate in our field with the wild variety in order to incorporate disease resistant genes also. So that has been done, and the example is Parbhani Kranti. Okay. Now, apart from this, now let us begin with plant breeding for developing insect resistant plant. So this is the topic. See, now plants having which are insect resistant can be insect resistant because of either you call it insect resistant or pest resistant. They can be insect resistant or pest resistant because of certain qualities, because of morphological changes in plant, this can enable the plant to become insect resistant, or because of biochemical changes in plant, or because of physiological changes in plant. Physiological changes in plant. So these are the three things where the plant can become insect resistant. So let us see certain examples of insect resistant plant as such. Okay. Sometimes hairy leaves in plants, make it insect resistant. That is a morphological change. For example, in case of cotton plants, it protects the cotton plants from jacids, hairy leaves. And in case of wheat plant, It protects it from cereal leaf beetle. So this is the morphological change in which the plants are protected because of hairy leaves, and these are the examples. And I have also given you the examples of insect which normally infect these plants, and because of hairy leaves these plants are protected by these insects as such. Now let us talk about another certain examples. Thick stems. Thick stem in wheat plant. Wheat plant, protect it from stem saw. This is a kind of insect which do not have preference to thick stem. Okay. Now, in case of cotton plants, nectarless variety and smooth leaves. Smooth leaves protect the plant from bollworms. See, bollworms are the insects which usually infect the cotton plants. So in case of cotton plants, nectarless variety and smooth leaves of cotton plant protect it from bollworms. Now let us talk about another thing. Low amount of sugar. Low amount of sugar and nitrogen. Low amount of sugar and nitrogen protect the maize plant from maize stem borers. Maize stem borers. In case of maize plant and high amount of aspartic acid, low amount of sugar and nitrogen protect the maize plant from maize stem borers. So you see, this is a kind of biochemical changes which a plant has brought in order to protect itself from the insects. So basically insects also sometimes infect the plants and is responsible for lowering the productivity of the plants as such. So it has to be kept in mind that whenever you are breeding plants, these characteristics have to be kept in mind. Now there are certain points which are common in any plant breeding, and I have already told you in my previous lecture, but yes, I will be repeating it. First is collection of germ plasm, or you can say collection of variability. Collection of germ plasm is important. Then screening of germ plasm. Screening of germ plasm is also important. You need to screen the germ plasm, or you can say evaluation of the parents. Evaluation and selection of parents is similar to screening of germ plasm. Okay. Then cross hybridization between the selected parent, cross hybridization between the selected parents. Then fourth one is selection of the recombinants. Selection of the recombinants. This is also very important. You need to select the recombinants. And the fifth one is testing, release and commercialization of the cultivar. Testing, release and commercialization of the cultivar. This is also very important. So these are the points which is very important in any case, any plant breeding as such. And this is all about insect resistant plants. See, there are certain tables given in the chapter, in the topic, of various kind of disease resistant plant which IARI has developed, Indian Agriculture Research Institute. So you have to learn all those things. And thank you very much.